So in this video, I'm going to talk about the most common problems that recruiters face today. Now, I've been in the game for a while, yeah, and I mean the game as in a recruiter. And I can tell you for a fact, I've seen so many horror stories of automation is going to kill recruiters, GDPR is going to kill recruiters, the recession's killed the recruitment industry, automation, now it's AI is going to kill recruitment, yeah. I can tell you for a fact, all this has done, GDPR, automation has only just helped me make more money, more easier. That's all it's done. Yeah. AI will do the same. The AI has no emotion, it has no soul. It can never ever do a recruiter's job, a human to human. You cannot tell from an AI bot, maybe in a few years, how that person's feeling. Did you get a good feeling from them? When you spoke to them on the phone, did they seem excited? An AI bot is never going to do that. All AI is going to do is help me, save me time. All it's going to do is reduce the time where I'm doing miscellaneous tasks and I'm not doing the money making task, i.e., talking to candidates, talking to clients. That's all it's going to do. Automation has helped me automate my candidate search and my client search. So this isn't one of the issues. The only issue is it separates the men from the boys. Yeah. If an agency, the number one reason an agency is failing today, yeah, I put a statistic on LinkedIn and I looked up, it was an actual research paper. The most profitable agencies in the last 12 months are all utilizing AI and automation. Yeah. So if your agency is not doing that, that's the number one problem you're facing in recruitment. So if you're doing it the old fashioned way, example, you're manually sending emails, you're finding the candidate's email, or you're finding the client's email, or you're not using some sort of search tool or some sort of email marketing tool to do a bulk send or a scheduled send or a campaign, then you're losing out to recruiters that are. Yeah, this is going to be your number one problem moving forward. The best tools and the developers making the best tools will help the recruiters, the best recruiters, make the most money. That's typically how it works. Now, the number one problem as well, I would say, is not that. It's not AI, it's not automation. The number one problem at the moment is you can't find candidates. So how do you mitigate that? That's going to be your number one problem, whatever market you're operating in. Fast forward, go back 7, 8 years, yeah, or rewind back, I should say. The number one problem was you couldn't find enough clients, yeah, maybe even more than that, maybe even going back 10, 12 years. You couldn't find clients. So recruitment is a very slow paced. In America, they're very fast. They keep up to times with things. In the UK, it's so old fashioned. Like, just do a bit of automation and you'll be head and shoulders above everyone else. Yeah. However, it's very old fashioned. It's very backwards. It moves very slow. People are still, and you probably know people personally, if you work in recruitment, are still stuck in 1996. They think you can do everything on the phone. They think you can sweet talk everyone. Yeah. It's not possible in nowadays. People, the market's changed. The sentiment of buying has changed. Typically, you used to cold call and they'll decide if they like your call to do business with you. Now they want to look up your company. It's a buyer's market. Yeah. It's not cold calling and saying, okay, great. Because they used to say yes to everyone anyway. That was the only way to win business. That was the social norm to win business. Now it seems to be email. It seems to be candidate brand or client branding, how you're marketed to clients, how you're marketing to candidates, what your agency looks like. It's more marketing than it is sales, I would say. Yeah. So number one problem is candidates. How do you resolve this is the question that comes up after this. Now, probably the best way is to have a system. And what I mean by system is to not have the job adverts is one system. So you could post job adverts. They're going away as well. Yeah. It's more, how can you find passive candidates? Because clients before didn't really post jobs. They didn't know how. Yeah. Some obviously did, but now it's the norm. Most people working in HR, I used to speak to people that didn't even have email addresses, believe it or not, that I used to recruit for. I would try and email my terms. We used to send some terms by fax. People used to ask us, can you send it by fax in like 2010, 2012? So it just shows you the evolution of it. Most people have, I mean, there's people that you probably wouldn't even think now have LinkedIn and actively use it. Yeah, but before they used to say, no, I'm not using that. I don't know how to sign up. I don't know how it works. What's the benefit for me? So going back to your number one problem, if you do not have a funnel, most people go into recruitment, set up a business and start to say, okay, I'm just going to win clients. That's all I'm going to do. You must have a 50-50%. Yeah. Nowadays, it's easier to win a placement or make a placement if you have the candidate first. So you must have a system where you have candidates coming into you, whether that is, and you have to be creative. The more creative you are, the better. Example, not being big-headed. A few people watch my channel, yeah? If I wanted to set up an agency, and they're probably recruiters, yeah? If I wanted to set up an agency, I can utilize this audience and say, anyone looking for a job, come to me, yeah? If someone emails me and say, I've been a recruiter for 6 years, I bill 250K a year, I could call up companies local to me and say, I'm working with this candidate, he bills exceptionally well, or she, would you like to interview them or see his CV? Yeah, that's the easiest way, because I have that funnel. You might have a funnel where you're posting really good stuff on LinkedIn and people resonate with it. Yeah, you're recruiting stuff about news, about finance, and you're getting a lot of accountants following you. You've got a following. So you can post, are you looking for a job? Are you looking for a change? Book a free consultation with me. We'll look at some career prospects for you. I think your business has to evolve into that rather than starting off and doing that, because those things take time. I wouldn't personally do like a YouTube channel and try and recruit off it. But going back to the fact that, look, I post in job ads, but that's been done. A lot of people do it. Yeah. Companies can do it. So there isn't that unique selling proposition. There's no UPI or whatever, UPS or whatever, unique selling point. Yeah. USP, I should say, third time lucky. But let's go back. Now we've got a funnel. Let's say you brought a bot. And what I mean by bot, you bought a piece of software that goes on to LinkedIn and messages all the accountants in, I don't know, Wigan. Yeah. And you've got a profile with 700 accountants in that local area. Now it's going to do a follow-up email to them. It's going to send them an email. It's going to send them a message now on LinkedIn. Yeah. Or you can better off personally connect with them. Yeah. Through the bot. And then send them all a voice note and say, look, I'm a recruiter in this sector. I only recruit in Wigan. I know you're located here. By any chance, are you on the market, or would you potentially be looking for a new role? Send them a voice note. Go into your LinkedIn app and send that there. You will solve your candidate issues by doing that. You will outpace everyone in the market that is not used in this bot. They're going to be left behind. Yeah. These bots typically cost, and I'm going to do a software video coming up in probably a week or two on what software I use. And you probably don't want to miss it, because these are ones that people send to me. I buy them and try them out. Companies email me and say, oh, would you like to try our software for free? Yeah. And they yield exceptionally good results. And I can focus my business on talking to candidates and talking to clients. I don't want to be running an agency, yeah, where I'm having to do paperwork and input things on my CRM and, send out this document and go into this profile and see, oh, what was that person's name that I connected with? You want it to just be automated. Yeah. AI will come into it. Oh, okay, let's use AI to write our job adverts. Yeah. Write an AI. You can go to your AI bot and you can say, write a job advert that speaks to software developers and it speaks their language. Yeah. Talk to accountants. Write it in a way as if you're an accountant. Write it in a way as if you're a lawyer. And it will do that. So when people see it, it might convert better. They might say, okay, this agency knows what they're talking about. Yeah. I haven't tried it myself, but personally, AI and automation. So your number one problem is fear in the market. So saying, oh, we're going to lose our market share. Not moving with the times. Yeah. Losing out to agencies that are, and also not having a system or funnel. That's just one example of candidate funnels. Yeah. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Take care.